Ginger Rogers is enough to give anyone heart palpitations in this hilarious rom-com from director George Stevens, and you can watch it right now on the new free streaming app Momitu. From RKO, this is 1938's Vivacious Lady. I'm Harry Marks. You can find me across social media as the host of the classic film history channel Let's All Go to the Lobby. Vivacious Lady stars Rogers as a New York nightclub singer named Francie Brent. She's caught the eye of playboy Keith Morgan, played by James Ellison, but winds up marrying Keith's cousin Peter instead. Peter, played by James Stewart, has come to pick up his cousin and falls in love with Francie himself. The two get married and head back to the small town where Peter lives and works. He's a botany professor at the university his father oversees. Unbeknownst to Francie, however, Peter is already engaged to another woman. Well, his father doesn't approve of the whole situation, which puts his marriage and his job on the line, resulting in very unbecoming behavior from a botany professor. James Stewart was at MGM at the time Vivacious Lady went into production, but he was recommended for the male lead by Ginger Rogers. The pair were dating at the time. In fact, despite having appeared in a number of films prior to this one, Vivacious Lady was an early starring vehicle for Stewart, whose name appears above the title for the first time in his career alongside Rogers. It was also one of the first films in which actress Beulah Bondi played the mother of one of Stewart's characters. The pair would go on to appear together as mother and son in 1938's Of Human Hearts, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington in 1939, and 1946's It's a Wonderful Life. As for Rogers, she was already a huge star by the time Vivacious Lady was made, and so were her legs. The dancer's lower half was insured for $500,000, and when it came time to film the big fight scene in the movie, the crew fastened padding and boards to her legs to make sure she wouldn't be injured for her next role, the story of Vernon and Irene Castle with Fred Astaire. Vivacious Lady was a modest success for RKO, but became a much bigger hit after Stewart and Rogers won their Oscars for 1939's Mr. Smith Goes to Washington and 1940's Kitty Foyle, respectively. Stewart's newfound stardom and Rogers' award success caused RKO to re-release Vivacious Lady 2 years after its premiere, resulting in 3 times the box office turnout as it had originally experienced. And you can watch James Stewart and Ginger Rogers right now, alongside Keith Ellison, Beulah Bondi, and Charles Coburn, and keep a special eye out for Hattie McDaniel in an uncredited role just a year before her breakthrough performance in Gone with the Wind. From director George Stevens and RKO Pictures, this is 1938's Vivacious Lady, now streaming for free on Momitu.